let me tell you, I suppose you have experienced the energy of the Merkaba. I'm sure you all must have felt the vibrations. Now, let me tell you what is Merkaba. Merkaba. Mer is light, Ka is spirit, and Ba is body. So it is a union of spirit and body surrounded by divine light, which created the amazing Merkaba. Okay, so now this is the Merkaba. This is the Merkaba, and this geometry shape adds more value to it. Now, Merkaba is made of two triangles, the upper triangle and the lower triangle. When this, the upper triangle rotates clockwise and the lower triangle rotates anti-clockwise. Now, when this rotates, a three-dimensional energy field is formed. The upper triangle and the lower triangle, when they spin, they form a friction. That friction creates the light of Merkaba, the light of ascension, the vehicle of ascension, and this is actually what is Merkaba. Now, when this Merkaba is activated, it is a huge energy force is created, and this energy force can travel easily, very fast to the other ends. Okay, and it moves in such a speed, that you are just protected entirely with this energy field. Okay, for many years, we don't know, this had remained a secret. It was kept a secret for years. We don't know why, but because it is a time of ascension, it has now been brought to mankind, and that is why you all have not heard of Merkaba all this time. And this is something, very little that we have heard from a few years. That was the reason, because it was kept in secret. Okay. Now, this Merkaba is, it is based on sacred geometry and light. Everything in the universe is made of sacred geometry. If you see, if you look around everywhere, you see the leaf, the flowers, the temples, the moss, and the honeycombs, or moss and temples. Everything is made of, everything is in a sacred geometrical form. Now, if you have seen, every house, unless it is a square or a rectangle, even it does not it is not Vastu compliant. Why? Because sacred geometry is what is required in the universe. Okay. So I hope that is clear about the Merkaba.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, because you've mentioned sacred geometry, and you've said because everything, and it's two triangles, one straight and one inverted, and they're both, when they move in opposite they both move in opposite directions, and that creates the energy field of Merkaba, which you said travels very fast into other realms as well. But here in our realm, if I recall correctly, I think you said it goes to up to 55 feet.
Yes, it is 55 feet across. So you can imagine, if a person is standing in its aura, that person also gets healed. Like, if you see a Rishi Muni, the Rishi Muniyon ke aage aap log jate ho, that aura only you get healed. Why you go to this thing, sadhu, sant, and your gurus and all, because in their aura you get healed. So the aura of Merkaba is such, that you get healed in that. Just as you have the chakras, you have the Merkaba, and it is, outside your aura. It is outside your aura also. So the aura can be pierced for dark energies, but Merkaba cannot be pierced, because Merkaba, as I told you, it travels also at a very high speed. In such a speed, that there is no scope for the negative energy to pierce it or enter it. Whereas aura, anybody can pierce it.
And like you just mentioned, Kavita ji, Merkaba is like the chakras. So like the chakras are actually not physical chakras inside the body, does that does the same thing apply for
Yes,
Merkaba? Is it within all of us?
yes, it is outside the chakras, it is around us. And now,
Okay. Oh,
just
it's around us. Okay.
yes, it is around us. And it is not it is not on the this you cannot see it physically because it is of light, it is made of light. So you cannot, it is at a metaphysical level, so you cannot see it. Yeah.
All right. And just like chakras, this too needs activation. It needs
This
to get
also needs
activated.
activated. Just, just
Okay.
as your chakras, they cannot, if they are not spinning, I mean, your chakras are not active, your body is not in harmony. Similarly, if your Merkaba is not activated, it is in a dormant state. Once it is activated, then it creates magic.
Right. So, if I've understood correctly, it is around us. It's around each and every one of us. It's
Yes, yes.
lying dormant, and it can be activated. And that activation requires an attunement, which is given by the teacher.
Yes.
And here, that is you. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And of course, I mentioned in the beginning also, there is a 24-hour activation that is there for everybody, which will come up. Hang in there for that. We'll also find out what that 24-hour activation can do for us and what we can look forward to experiencing there. Before that, principally, as you mentioned, clockwise, anti-clockwise, and a field is created. Great, nice, very nice. Just the thought of it is like, oh, nice, I have a nice energy field around me. But what does it do?
It actually, it can solve any type of your problem. It can solve any type of your problems. Like if I say, health, wealth, relationships, that is very common. Okay. But then, it can heal traumas, it can heal your ancestral issues, it can heal the thing, curses, remove black magic, entities. Very rarely, some healing modalities, they can remove black magic. But this is the one, this thing which can remove black magic, curses, entities, and everything. And not only that, if I tell you, you can stop negative thoughts with it. Negative thoughts with it. How will it be? Because that is something.
Right. Your own negative thoughts. Right.
Own negative thoughts, which is impossible, I should say.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. That's a very tough thing, to stop negative thoughts. But with Merkaba, you can stop negative thoughts also. There have been various of my students, who, because, negative thoughts is only that which brings lots of problems and, problems are created because of one negative thought. That one negative thought, you get to another. Like that, your life becomes miserable. So it is here, that the negative thoughts help you. And, if you see, there are lots and lots of miracles which Merkaba has done. Recently, just yesterday, I got the news that one of my students, Sriram, he gave healing to a lady, who had fallen from the bike, and she hurt her spinal. He hurt her spine, and because of that, she got paralysis. Right. And so the doctors advised immediate surgery and took her to the ICU. And then this Sriram, what he did, he's with the healing. And after he finished the healing, in one sitting only, she was out of the ICU. Surgery was not required. The doctors were also surprised how this has happened. And she just got out with physiotherapy. So there are many cases like that. If I tell you, how
please do share. Yes, no,
yes.
Please do share. This is fascinating. Oh my God.
Yes.
And I can't even, the lady, what she must have been feeling.
35 years old lady, she fell from the bike.
Paralysis and having to go for a spinal surgery, and then not at all. How amazing is that? That is so nice to even hear. Please share a few more, Kavita ji.
Yes, another one I will tell you is, I got this also yesterday, I got this information. I had given healing, a free healing to my students, and I had given them a sound by which, some hardcore issues of theirs could be healed. So this person, he was a sawmill, He was chanting that sound and he was doing the healing. And his relationship with his mother was not good. From years together, they were having, actually there was hatred, not only good, but there was hatred, and every day there were fights between them. And it so happened, when after a few months, after he chanted the sound and did the healing, relationship with his mother became perfectly all right. Not only that, he expressed that this was first time he slept on his mother's lap as he used to sleep in his childhood. So that was really amazing, amazing. And that really brought tears to my eyes. What an amazing job the Merkaba can